One super chat I have here from BC has caught my eye. It says, talk about Psy, Larry. Um, I don't think there's really much to say. I don't want to get too far into it. I'm definitely not going to scream and yell about it. Psy was not happy about what I was saying. I think what Danny was saying about Kerr. And I'm not happy how he responded to that and the lack of professionalism that he demonstrated there. So tonight he's not on the program. I'm not sure if that's going to be forever or just temporary. I haven't decided, and I'm going to have to make that call. But if you're wondering where he is, that's why he's not here. I chose to not have him here because, we've been doing this a long time. We agree, we disagree. That's fine. I don't need it. God knows I don't need everybody to agree with me. But there's also ways to do it. And I treat every single person on my channel with respect, and I demand that respect in return. It just didn't wasn't something's going on with Cy. I don't know what, and I don't know. I've known him for a long time. So out of character for him to sit there and attack and attack and attack. That's fine. But I'm not going to attack back. I'm just going to take the high road and say that's, me and him eventually will talk. And I don't know if he'll be back. Right now I'm leaning heavily towards no. But we'll see. We'll talk it out as men do, and we'll figure it out. I've known him for a long time. He's never talked like that to me. I was thoroughly embarrassed and really, really unhappy. And I apologize to the audience for Friday night for just dipping. But I know myself, and I know what I would have said, and I think we're all better off that I dipped. Let's just say that. So anyway, if you're a lot of people in the chat going, hey, where's Cy? Where's Cy? This and that. Hey, there's a right and a wrong way to communicate. And we're going to have to talk it out before he's going to be back here, or he's just not. And that's fine too. Maybe he would prefer to, go off and do his own thing, and that's totally cool. So, I would say this though. I think Danny could attest to this. I think Frank could attest to this. I'm a loyal friend. I'm a good friend. And if I say I'm going to help somebody with their channel, I'm going to help you with your channel. And I've helped him more with his channel than any other person on this planet has helped him with his channel. I'll just leave it at that. So, he made the decision to say the kinds of things he said. I'm not going to get mad about it, but I didn't appreciate it. And we'll just leave it at that. And eventually we'll talk it out, I would imagine, or not. And I'm fine either way. So that's how I feel about it. But I do want to show everybody proper respect. And I've helped Danny grow his channel. I've tried to help Frank grow his platform. I've tried to help Cy grow his platform, Rye to grow his platform, Tommy T to grow his platform, John Lund to grow his platform, Paulie Mack to grow his platform, Damon Bruce to grow his platform. I think I'm pretty proven in this industry as a guy who really does care about the audience and cares about people and wants to treat people right. I want sponsors that like that form of communication. I'm not always right, but I will absolutely work all day, every day, all night, every night to try to be right, because I do care about being right. And not because I need it for ego, but just because I want to share correct information. And you guys do too. Everybody here, we don't want a bunch of people, who don't know what the hell they're talking about. I never want people in here that don't know what they're talking about. And it bugs me if I have anybody on that doesn't know what they're talking about, which is why we have the same people a lot, because once I know that you know what you're talking about, like a Dan Coach Emilio, like a Frank Red, like a Carl Foster, like several people that I work with on the football side, then I want you in there. And I'm glad, and I'm thrilled to be live streaming with these guys. Anyway, I already went on way too long, but there you go. For those asking where's Cy, that's where Cy is, and I hope he's doing fine.